How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we will be talking about candle 3 closure. Now within my fractal model, there is a candle 2 and a candle 3 closure. If you haven't already seen my candle 2 closure video, please check the link in the description below to check that out. But with that said, let's get into the PDF and learn about candle 3 closure. Now the first thing you have to understand is the difference between a continuation closure and a reversal closure. When we have a previous candle's high or low marked out, if price takes out that low, for example, and closes below it, that is a continuation closure. I'm expecting the next candle to continue lower with the given trend. Now with a reversal closure, that is when price sweeps out the previous candle's high or low, closes back above it. So you can see here, price sweeps out the low, closes above it. I'm expecting price to reverse with the reversal candle and trade back higher. So that is the reversal closure. So you need to know the difference between a continuation closure and a reversal closure. Now, what is the difference between a candle 2 closure and a candle 3 closure? In a candle 2 closure, price reversed in candle 2, so then I could look to trade candle 3 and candle 4. But if you see here, we hit a key level, but price does not have a reversal closure. I cannot expect price to reverse yet. So here I'm either looking for price to sweep out its previous candle's low here to form a candle 2 closure and then trade higher, or to sweep out its previous high, form a candle 2 closure and trade lower, or we can get a candle 3 closure, which is where price does not sweep out the high or the low, but then closes over the body of candle 2. You can see here, it leaves the low, but closes over the body, engulfing this candle. This is where I can then expect candle 4 to continue higher. In this bearish scenario, you can see we do not get a candle 2 closure. It closes over the high of candle 1, but candle 3 does not take out the high of candle 2, but closes below the body of candle 2. So engulfing it, I can then expect candle 4 to trade lower. So as we let that play out, you can see this is where we get our expansion candle in candle 4, or that continuation. Now what I do is I pair equilibrium with this. So if we have a nice expansion candle, I'll use the whole candle's range, the upper half of that, and that is where I want to see the wick of candle 4 form if we are going to expand higher. And in the bearish scenario, I'll mark out the entire range of candle 3, looking for the lower half for candle 4 to continue lower. So now that you understand the difference between a candle 2 and a candle 3 closure, let's get into TradingView and go over a few examples of this. So here we are on our first example on Euro USD daily chart. If you notice here, we have a fair value gap. And then what do we have when price reaches into this area? We have price sweep out its previous candle and close back in. So this is an example of a candle 2 closure because price takes out its previous candle, closes back inside as a reversal closure, and then we get this expansion here. Now let's take a look at this one. Right here, we sweep out the previous candle, we close back inside, and we trade lower. Now, if we're going to continue this bullish trend, we have a fair value gap right here. What do we notice? Price reaches into it. Does it have a reversal closure? No. So that means it's not a candle 2 closure, and I can't just anticipate price to expand right away in the next candle. I need to gather some more information. So with this, I have two expectations. I'm either looking for price to sweep out its previous low and then form a candle 2 closure and I can trade the following day, or we're going to get a candle 3 closure in which price is going to close over the body of candle 2. And here you can see price does close over the body of candle 2, so it is a candle 3 closure, and I can anticipate price to trade higher in the following candle. And there you can see we get a move higher in this following candle. So here we are on our next example on the 4-hour NQ chart. You can see we have taken out this swing low here, but do we have a reversal candle? No, we do not, because price did not close back inside its previous candle. So this is where I need more information. I'm going to let another candle print. And here you can see we do go and close over the body of candle 2. So it's reasonable to say that we have formed a reversal here, and I could be looking for price to trade higher. Now, where am I looking for price to trade higher from? I'm going to mark out the entire range of this candle 3, and I'd be looking for this upper half for price to trade higher in the following candle. And there you can see we respect the EQ and we go and trade higher. We're closing over the previous candle's high, so we could expect further continuation. So just to review, what do we have? When we have a point of interest where we are looking for a reversal, but we do not have a candle 2 closure, we need to let another candle print to see if we get a candle 3 closure. Similar to over here, we have price reaching above this high into a fair value gap. Do we have a candle 2 closure right here? No, we are closing over the previous candle's high. But on the next candle, we don't take out the previous high, but we do close below the body of candle 2, giving a candle 3 closure, where we can then expect a continuation lower. And the same thing here, where we have taken out this new week opening gap. Do we have a candle 2 closure? No, we have a nice wick, but no candle 2 closure. What does the following candle do? It closes over the previous candle's body, or candle 2's body, and then we get a continuation higher into these highs. Now let's take a look at a few of these swing highs and lows. You can see we have marked out a few swing highs and lows. Now which one of these are actually valid? Well, this first one, we do not close back inside the previous candle's high. So do we close below the body of candle 2? No, we do not. So this is a swing point in which I will not be focused on because it is neither a candle 2 or a candle 3 closure. So I can go ahead and remove that from the chart. Now if we take a look here, do we have a point of interest? Well, we are just missing this fair value gap. So although it is a valid candle 2 closure, an ideal one, it is not valid because it is missing that point of interest. So I'll go ahead and remove that one as well. Is this one valid? Yes, it is, as it is reaching into a fair value gap and closing back below. Now, although it is mechanically valid, does it make sense to leave this high right here? So close? Probably not. So I would remove that one as well. So as you can see, if we do not have a point of interest or a valid closure, I'm not just going to choose random swing points. I need both of those. You can see here, this is both a swing high and a swing low, but is this a valid one? Well, in the bearish sense, yes, it is a candle 2 closure, but we already reach into these equal lows. So I wouldn't really be interested in this or trading away from these failure swings. But here you can see, we reach into this point of interest, these equal lows, into the gap, and what do we have? Do we have a candle 2 closure? No, we do not, as we do not close back inside the previous. So then we need to wait for another candle. After this next candle, what do we have? We have price closing over the body of candle 2. So that is a candle 3 closure, and also an ideal one because it creates a protected swing. And then I could look to trade this higher. Here you can see we move higher. This time we do take out this high here. And what do we have? We have a candle 2 closure, so it is valid to look lower here. Now we reach into this fair value gap. And what do we have? Do we have a candle 2 closure? No, as we do not close back inside the previous. We need to wait for another candle. Do we have a candle 3 closure? We do, as we close back above the body of candle 2. So with that, then I could be looking for this move higher. So you can see how you can filter these swing points using candle 2 and candle 3 closures, as well as which ones have context and a point of interest. Now, how would I actually look to frame trades in here? Well, if we go ahead and rewind this here, what are we looking for when we have a candle 3 closure? I'm going to want to mark out the entire candle's range, and then I will want to see the upper half be respected to trade it higher. So since we are on the 4-hour chart, we would go to the 15-minute chart. And to simplify things, I'm going to use my indicator. So cleaning up the chart, removing all the drawings, you can know we have that context from the 4-hour fair value gap or hitting the target on this bearish setup here, this bearish candle 2 closure. And what do we get on this new open? We have a candle 3 closure. As you can see, because we are closing over the body of candle 2 at this reversal point. We have a change in the state of delivery. So I could be looking for entries in this next candle here. Now this is where I want to look for protected swings. So you can see we have price reaching into a fair value gap here, closing over these bodies here. So using that as my protected swing, I could expect this low to hold. That would allow me to take any entry in here, in the open, or in the upper half of this previous 4-hour candle, put my stop on a protected swing, and look to trade it higher. So let's see if we can get 2R out of this, or if a new continuation would form anyways. Let's see what happens. So there we would get 2R. We come back. Let's see if we continue this trend. And you can see right here, what do we have? We have a consolidation. We sweep out the low in the consolidation. We have a bullish bias. Now I want you to look at this right here. Do we have a candle 2 closure? No, we do not. So we would need to wait for a candle 3 closure. Do we get a candle 3 closure? No, we do not. So this is an instance where, yes, I could anticipate price to trade higher. I can anticipate things, but my model would not align with it as I do not have a candle 2 or a candle 3 closure. Now, what could I wait for? Well, once we get a closure through the series of down close candles, that's creating a new protected swing, and I have points of interest. So I could wait for a new swing to form if it's going to. In this case, it does not, but I could be waiting for a new swing to form here to trade it higher into these previous highs. So this is just an example of I want to use the candle 2 and candle 3 closures together, along with points of interest and context to get on side with moves. I don't want to just randomly choose swing points or pattern trade the model. Now that you understand the difference between a candle 2 and a candle 3 closure, you understand that they need context or a point of interest, and that these are the only two formations that I look for within my model. Let's quickly summarize the difference between them. First off, we always need a higher time frame key level, as you can see in both the candle 3 and the candle 2 closure. Now with a candle 2 closure, candle 2 will sweep out the high of candle 1 or the low and close back below it or above it in a bullish scenario. This allows us to anticipate a candle 3 continuation, and if candle 3 continues lower, then a candle 4 continuation as well. Now a candle 3 closure is where we do not have a candle 2 closure. You can see we don't have a candle 2 closure here, as it does not close back above this previous candle's low or candle 1's low. This means I can't really anticipate if candle 3 is going to run out candle 2's low, or if it's going to reverse and trade higher. So I'm going to let candle 3 print, and then this will allow me to anticipate a candle 4 expansion higher. Now with both of these, I want to combine it with my equilibrium video, because that is what allows me to understand where I want to see these higher time frame wicks form. And if you use lower time frame change in the state of delivery or continuation order blocks, you essentially have my entire model. Now with this, I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.